I want look
Oui.
your boat.
Yeah. You almost killed us. You almost killed us. Oh my God, it's your fault that we almost died. We made it to Rangaroa! Woo!
If all progress teaches us anything, it is that man, in his quest for knowledge and progress, is determined and cannot be deterred. And now, a mysterious force is loose somewhere upon the sea. And the mysteries of creation are there. And the moon and the planets are there. And new hopes for peace and enlightenment are there. So we ask God's blessing on the most hazardous and dangerous and greatest adventure on which man has ever embarked. And therefore, we set sail.
All right, this was my first dive in the South Pacific. I jumped over the side and with the gun, and big old fish right below. And so I got it. Check it out. I just got to shore to hang out with Daniel and his cousin. Cousin, yeah? Cousin or friend? Cousin?
Cousin.
Oui, okay.
Cousin.
To hang out with his cousin and friend, and he was like, and it's beautiful. Like, you gotta see the scenery. Like, gorgeous atoll. And then he's like, hey, have you seen the sharks? And I'm like, no, I've never actually seen a shark in real life until this moment right now. 3 huge sleeping sharks. Each a fourth one that's alive or like awake. Yeah, I want to say these are each 6 foot. Yeah, 6 foot long, and just incredible creatures. I'm sorry, what? I don't know. It's a big deal for me. Okay, it's a big deal. So it is my first time on shore, and right off the dock right here, there's a great restaurant. And I got the classic dish that I got in the Marquesan a bunch, the steak frite, the legendary steak frite. And Roquefort. This is like, it's like a cheese sauce. It's like a blue cheese sauce. It's just delicious. And here with Daniel and his cousin. And and we're gonna hang out today. Yeah, I don't really know what we're gonna be doing yet, but we figure it out later. It'll be a good day. All right, we ate a delicious meal, and now we are in cousin's car, and it's really cool to hop in a car and be able to see like the island. Oh, it's so calm right now.
Yeah, man.
Wait, this is the pass. This is the pass that we sailed through. It's so calm. You told us that it was calm. This is, are you kidding me? Look. Oh. Power heck!
And when I because 1 hour we get here,
Yeah.
I see this.
Yeah.
1 hour after it was kind of like this.
Really?
Yes, man. And he told me, oh, I know now it's calm.
Dude, it was crazy how intense it was.
Cause I want look
Oui.
your boat.
Yeah. You almost killed us. You almost killed us.
Oh,
It's 3:15, which like 3:15, this is exactly the time when we should have been crossing, when it's like super calm.
Yes.
I can't believe we did that without an engine.
We are a star.
Are you kidding me?
We are stars, man.
It's like a lake.
We are a legend, man.
We rushed back to the pass because apparently there was a whale in the pass, and we're trying to fly Daniel's drone, but we're really close to an airport because I mean, it's a small island, and so we can't get authorization to fly, which is kind of a bummer. But guys, look at how calm this pass is. when we were here, it was crazy. It was crazy. I mean, 3 to 4 meter waves, easy. Out by the stern. It felt like I was in a whitewater raft going down a river. It was not. You see how calm, how flat it is. I'm like low-key annoyed. Not actually annoyed because we made it. There was no harm done. It was a pretty fun experience, honestly, now that I'm looking back at it. But his cousin, he was right here being able to see the pass. And apparently he told us to come in because he wanted to see my strength. He wanted to see if I could do it. We just got to a beach and it's like a public beach on the atoll, and I can see Songbird. Hi, honey. How are you? It's good to see you again. Yeah, when you're on like a small little motu, like an island, motu is the Pomotu word for island. When you're on a little island, there's not a lot of places you can go apparently. So I can see my boat from everywhere. Which makes me happy. But goodness gracious, check out this water. Crystal. Absolutely crystal. And there's like a nice little dock we're walking down. We made it to Rangiroa! Woo! We've been bouncing around all over the place in this car today. All right. What is that sound?
There.
That's a weird sound. Okay, so they grow wine on this motu. There's a winery, which is crazy to me. Makes me feel like I'm at home because I finished high school in a place called Newberg, Oregon, and it's like the most wineries per capita in the U.S. Obviously, yeah, I never went to any wineries, but like a couple of my friends lived on vineyards and stuff. I don't know. It sounds fancier than it was. But yeah, they have a vineyard here, so we're gonna check out what kind of wines they have. A proper wine cooler, or I don't know if it's a humidity thing. This is wine that was grown on Rangiroa. It's like the Rangiroa Atoll on the label. So cool. Oh, and they do rum as well.
Oh, this one.
Wow.
From here.
It's all from Rangiroa. So cool, man. Who knew that they were making rum in the middle of the Pacific Ocean?
You have to.
I'm not sure if I can keep up with these Polynesian guys. We're on the last of the wines now, and then we move on to rum. This is the sweet wine. Worth sailing across the ocean. Cheers, everybody. Okay, on to the rum. It's almost 50% alcohol, and so it's really strong. But the fact that this came out of coral, it's unreal. It's incredible what they're able to do. We're having so much fun, they brought out extra rum. This rum is from the Marquesan because everyone here is Marquesan, and this is 53% alcohol, and like will burn your nose off. But you can smell this is made with sugarcane from the Marquesas rather than the sugarcane that's grown in the coral here, and so you can smell like a lot more earthy flavor. It was grown in clay, so yeah, terracotta flavor they said. Mokai.
Why is the rum always gone?
All right, we had a great time at the winery. I don't really know what we're gonna do next, but it'll probably be cool, so stick around. All right, we made it to the restaurant. Check this out.
When we get, should ask.
It would be
One cup.
Oh, it's a fancy spot. We made it to Rangiroa. Tabu. Delicious. When they say French Polynesia, they really mean French Polynesia. It's like very, very French.
No, you have to know that this place is French specialty.
This is like a French restaurant,
yes.
through and through a French
Here.
restaurant. Okay.
The name is Relais Joséphine.
Oh, okay. All right, we just finished up at the restaurant, and now we're in that same dock we were at yesterday. The most, I mean, it's so beautiful. And we're gonna go swimming. I'm excited to get underwater because really the best thing to do on these atolls is to get underwater. Okay, hi again. We went swimming. I brought my drone out like on the dock, and then we went swimming. I went diving and got cut on reef in a few different places. So yeah, I was gonna like fly my drone and do cool drone shots of me swimming, and because we're on an atoll, there's an airport here, and anytime you're close to an airport, drones are not legally allowed to take off. Like even in my app, it doesn't let the drone take off. So wasn't really able to film much. Sorry. There will be more underwater footage coming soon. Yeah, just enjoying the pass with my buddies. Woohoo! Woohoo! With my buddies. Woohoo! Oh, life is good. Life is good. Life is good. Good morning, YouTube. How's everybody doing? Today, it's gonna be a fun day. Today's gonna be a fun day. It's like the second or third day that I'm here, and I'm on shore right now. I am waiting to get picked up by Daniel and his cousin. A very special thing that's happening today is that I am bringing the headboard that separates the kind of galley salon from the bunks. And Daniel's cousin's a carver, and so he's gonna do some cool Marquesan design on here. And I'm hoping that as I just sail around the world, I can meet brilliant artists and bring little bits of Songbird to be carved, and eventually Songbird will just be covered in art from my travels around the world. So I'm kind of excited to do the first step. I've never had something carved before from Songbird, so it's the beginning of a new little artistic adventure for me. But yeah, I'm just walking up the road to stretch my legs a little bit. Yeah, because I don't really get to walk around that much on the boat. So yeah, I'll let you know when cool stuff happens. Stick around. So Daniel's cousin Moana is a carver, and he does lots of really amazing Marquesan carving. So this is all Marquesan carving. It's not Tuamotu or Pomotu carving. It's all Marquesan because Daniel's cousin Moana is Marquesan, not Pomotu. Very different culture, very different language, very different people. Cool thing happened. We're back at Daniel's cousin's place, and he introduced to me this flute that they have. It's a nasal flute, and so you stick your nose like right here, and very different from any other kind of wind instrument I've ever played, in that the top hand, you have this finger free in order to shut off one of your nostrils. So once you get the hang of it, you can get the hang of it. Take a listen. So I obviously need a lot more practice with it, but just really cool instrument. This is a French Polynesian instrument. Cool, yeah, so Tahiti to the Tuamotus to the Marquesas. Very cool. I'm excited to maybe play this later and get even better at this because cool instrument. Very cool instrument. Hey everybody, I got invited to go spearfishing with some locals today, and so I'm packing up all my things right now and getting ready to head to shore to go and spearfish with the locals, which I'm really pleased about. Here in the South Pacific, it's really, I mean, you have to go spearfishing with locals. You can't go on your own because there's something called ciguatera. Now, ciguatera is a toxin that's found in algae on coral, and the fish eat the algae and then get the toxin in the meat. And if we eat a fish that has ciguatera, we get ciguatera and you're hospitalized or die. Like, it's a very serious, you immediately need medical attention. And so a lot of people don't really eat fish here, or they don't like fish here because it's really dangerous to go fishing on the reef. And some reefs have it, some reefs don't. Some fish have it, some fish don't. And the locals, they know where you can fish and what you can fish. And so I'm really excited to have some locals with me that can help me out and tell me what's okay to take, what's okay not to take. Yeah, getting packed up right now and about to head to shore. Come along. Normally I don't scale.
Oh,
Yeah, it's rare that I scale.
why?
Because the scales come off when it's cooked. This is the largest fish of the day. It's a pretty good sized grouper, I would say. Say it again.
Don't know, we just go hang out and see what's happened.
You said Polynesian planning.
Polynesian playing, good one, this one.
Sharks? I should probably maybe step out.
Sharky.
Here, sharky.
There's some blood for you.
Enjoy. Okay. Whoa! There he goes.
You're afraid about real shark.
What?
Saw me and say I can eat 10 of you, my friend.
And like clockwork, because we're cleaning fish, the sharks have arrived. So, luckily we're done cleaning the fish and time to eat. Well, I don't really know if we're gonna eat them now, but time for the next. I don't really know what happens day to day when I'm hanging out with these guys. I just kind of go along with whatever's happening. So, on to the next thing, whatever that may be. The spearfishing is done. We caught some good fish. Hey. We're all pretty tired. We were out there for a while.
You see the mermaid? I'm the mermaid, little mermaid.
Time to eat.
I get very dark, huh? It's weird, man.
In between all of the high intensity or flashy moments that I try to capture on film, my life as a solo sailor is primarily one of the quiet moments. Arriving to a new place always gives me time to pause and reflect. I think about how far I've come, and it's surreal to have made it to the atolls of French Polynesia. Despite the constant uncertainty baked into this lifestyle, I'm living my dream, and I'm grateful for the opportunity to do so. Thank you for staying interested in my life. I'll try to post more often.